Top 5 scary videos to never watch alone. And I am alone. So, we're going to do it. Things were good with Sir Spooks, and then I was upset again, and then things were good, and then I'm now upset again. So hopefully this is redemption for him.
Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future uploads. Alright, let's begin. We all know that kids can be absolutely adorable, especially our own, but sometimes they can be downright terrifying without having any intention of it, such as the case here. In this first video in a series of TikTok videos, this young kid seems to be having fun playing around in his room. The dad who uploaded the video to his account says that he heard the youngster whispering 5 minutes prior to this. The dad then asks the boy what he's doing, and it turns out he's drawing a picture on a chalkboard. But it's not just any ordinary picture. In fact, it's quite bone-chilling to say the least. Take a look.
Bro, I feel like that setup was too long. That was a lengthy ass setup.
Elliot, what are you doing? Oh, that's cool. What's that? What's that in the corner?
The man hanging.
Oh, why have you drawn that?
Because the man is hanging up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you take that guy, take the kid back to the hospital or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Give it away. Like, that's terrifying.
Really? What does he do?
He annoys me at the night.
Why?
Because he does this.
Oh, really?
But I'm not allowed to tell anybody.
Okay.
When the dad asks why he drew that,
Oh, and that would be crazy to make your kid say that shit just for a video. That would be crazy. Like, that's a problem, right? Like, I'd be really concerned at that point. I feel like this is like, it's, you haven't known about this and it's developed like to a degree that's not good.
the kid alludes to the fact that there is a hanging ghost somewhere in his room. In the second video, the kid once again talks about the fact that there
Wait, let me see the drawing. Does it's actually hanging? I mean, yeah, actually well, yeah, I mean, what else do you... Unless the kid just thinks he's like hanging from a string, like maybe it's like some kid brain shit.
the kid alludes to the
All right, well, let me go back to where I was at.
In the second video, the kid once again talks about the fact that there is a hanging ghost in his room, much to the bewilderment and horror of his father, who has no idea what is going on.
Stop it.
Elliot, what are you doing?
I see the man hanging.
Oh, really? Right.
He's crying. And I keep saying stop it.
Is he crying? Does he cry quite a lot?
Yeah, because he's got hay fever up there and he's up there
Okay.
in the corner.
Okay, thank you.
But he annoys me at
Oh, dude, this guy's like really good at like having communication with the child like it's a normal person. I feel like other parents just be like demanding all the time, and they're not like speaking, like having a conversation. Like, yeah, he had him even draw the what he's seeing out. Like, that's good. And obviously he's probably like actually scared. So
I don't like because you keep saying he always bangs on you.
Okay, thank you.
In the third video, the dad explains that he put a camera in the new bedroom. He says he put his son to bed, and then not long later, this happens.
it would be better for the boy to sleep in a different room. Well done, Dad. I put a camera in the new room. I put him to bed, then within 20 minutes he ran down. This was 6 p.m. Whoa. Oh, that's. Dude, what would you even do there? Like, I wouldn't even know what to do. Like, who do you even talk to that's not going to think you're insane? And he wouldn't be faking this.
So, what do you think is going on here? Does this kid simply have a very interesting imaginary friend? Or is there really a hanging ghost in this room that he's friends with? Let's hope it's the former.
Yeah, bro, that's actually just like sad. I mean, it's a good video. It's like a good scary video, but honestly, it does make me sad.
Since we're all huge fans of the paranormal, I think most of us would be excited about the idea of stumbling upon something anomalous, like an unknown creature, alien, or ghost. Well, what if I told you there's an international
Is that what he looks like? Have I known that?
secret organization concealing such anomalies so that you and I can continue living our
Oh.
peaceful...
Oh, he's doing another thing? Oh, this was 2 years ago. Oh, that's cool.
Imagine you're outside and you're walking up to your house, about to go inside and relax for the remainder of the day. It's something all of us do on a daily basis with no fear involved. Sadly though, this woman is never going to do this routine the same way ever again after what happened to her in this video. In the footage, we see her walking up to her front door, about to go inside with her baby. The woman successfully enters her home, but just a few moments later, this absolute creep walks right up to her front door and does this.
Ew. Ew, bro, and he sees her with a kid. Like, what do you... Dude, these are actually... And she clocked him right there. She saw it. Because he, like, crossed the street. Yo, if she moved just a little slower, oh my god. Go, 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 go. That's crazy. Ew, what a weirdo, dude. Dude, this is cool. These are actually like real videos.
Thankfully, the homeowner locked the door after she had entered her home, or else who knows what kind of awful things could have happened to the woman and her baby. This video...
Yeah, dude, that's scary. I always, every time I come home, I immediately lock the door. The second I get inside, I have stairs too, so I would know if someone was coming up. But I mean, it's just a habit. It's a good habit.
UFO sighting videos are absolutely everywhere on the internet, especially if you're a fan of the popular horror subreddits. There are tons and tons of videos out there,
I do not like UFO videos.
and sometimes it's hard to find one
They
that
are
stands
lame.
out, but this one certainly does. Usually, a UFO sighting video depicts just one disc-shaped object, but this creepy piece of footage depicts 3 separate UFOs forming a triangle, which is quite fascinating. Take a look.
Oh, we've seen this video. Was it not Sir Spooks? I think it was another channel we tried.
Bro, what the
Or is this different?
Bro, what the
Now, of course, since this video has little to no context provided with it, It's definitely tough to analyze
Okay, this is actually a different video, but that looks incredibly similar to the one that we did see. I think it was a Sure Spooks video because that wasn't the same. I don't know if you guys saw that one or remember that, but I'll have to find out which one that is. That's crazy, actually. Okay.
similar UFO sightings in the past. Others, as should be expected, claim that it's a fake piece of footage. Whether or not it's real, it's hard to determine for sure. It also depends on whether or not you're a believer of alien life.
Yeah, I mean, well, at this point, they proved that. I don't know if that was, I think that was before 2 years ago, but they proved that. So, I mean, could be, bro. Because that doesn't look like a drone.
It's real, it's hard to determine for sure.
I mean, actually, it could be, though. Because they are, some of them are, like, huge. And then that one could have, like, several things on it.
It also depends on whether or not you're a believer of alien life.
That does look pretty good, though. I'm not going to lie. And I just said, I hate UFO videos. That wasn't terrible.
This TikTok user named Ben Vesti is about to enter this eerie abandoned building
Okay. Some urbex.
in the middle of broad daylight. It looks to be in extremely rough shape, and it certainly looks quite creepy. Ben is probably wanting to enter the house to explore the area and see if he can spot anything out of the ordinary. Perhaps he wants to bump into some paranormal entities. Well, if he does, then he doesn't even need to go inside to see one, because little did he know, he already filmed one way before he even stepped one foot inside the creepy house. Take a look.
Don't tell me it was that little thing.
As Ben pans the camera across the house from the outside,
I mean, that could be a real person, though.
a terrifying ghostly apparition can be seen moving around in the house. Ben did not notice this at the time of the recording.
It like moves with his camera perfectly, and it almost seems like some kind of like glare or something. I know that sounds kind of goofy.
Ben did not notice this at the time of the recording.
Like it pans perfectly. Like that's a little weird to me. I don't know. That one's not great. I thought we were gonna get into like a more. It was not what I was expecting. All the other ones have been good. That was super awful.
This video posted to Instagram shows a biker riding around on a dirt trail in the forest on a nice sunny day. At one point in the video, the biker stumbles across a huge pile of bones, which is quite unsettling obviously. Later on in the video,
I think we saw this one in a bizarre bub. Let
he
me see.
stumbles upon a split
Hold on.
in the path. He can either go left or go right in order to continue traversing through the woods. However, before he even has a chance to think about which way he wants to go,
There's like somebody coming up. Yeah, we saw this one. Yep.
he
We're already halfway through. I'll just keep playing it.
notices that it just got unreasonably quiet around him, which is when he spots this out of the corner of his eye.
Holy crap, dude, this trail going on forever. It just got really quiet really fast.
You know, I struggled to see it the first time, but that sound effect was so OD. That was not necessary. Yeah, they were just waiting to like ambush you pretty much. But no, that one's cool too because it's like real. But we have seen that before.
Uploader.
So unfortunately, and that's come on, bro. All right, yeah, 5 videos. That was really short. That was a very short one of these, but honestly, not bad. That first one was really good. because that's gonna stick with me. Anyway, all right, yeah, and that was the last video. So I will be seeing y'all soon. Next video is gonna be Sir Spooks again. Gonna give him another chance. 7 scary videos that'll test you. Let's hope. Let's hope.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 7 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin.
Dude, if you didn't see the last video, there was 11 videos in the last one, and whoo boy, they were all bad.
The True Cryptozoology subreddit is a popular community on Reddit that focuses on the strange
Oh boy, a Reddit post. Promising start. I'm so excited.
and mysterious side of life, especially for those who believe in bizarre and unexplained creatures. This particular post was uploaded by a user known as Whole Negotiation 1843, and it shows a fisherman calmly enjoying his day out on a river somewhere in Thailand.
Okay, not super popping on the video, so that's good.
Things suddenly take a very unsettling turn.
หน้าอะไรอ่ะเฮ้ยดูนี่นะโอ้โหอ้าปากด้วยเอ๊ะน่าจะเป็นสัตว์ประหลาดเลยเฮ้ยโอ้โหโหใหญ่
Oh, fuck.
ดูนี่เนี่ยเฮ้ยมันมาทางเรือเรานี่หว่า
Bro, I would not have thought that looked dangerous. I would have kind of gotten too close. I would have gotten too close, and it would have killed me. Would have ate my whole face off.
เอ๊ะมันผ่านมาทางเรือนั้นเนี่ยโอ้โหเฮ้ยมีเขี้ยวด้วยว่ะโอ้กับพริบตาได้ด้วยโอ้โหอะไรวะตัวอะไรวะเนี่ยเฮ้ยดูแล้ว
As you can see, some kind of strange creature slowly moving through the water as the cameraman films. It's clearly not an alligator or anything
Dude, why do I feel like that's like an RC boat? Why do I feel like that's like a dressed up, decorative RC boat?
like that. Whatever this thing is, it doesn't look normal.
Dude, I think that's a little remote control boat. Because the mouth does not move.
Its body appears swollen, almost pale, and along its side you can make out what look like ridges or even exposed bones. The head area is what really stands out. It seems to have long, pointed teeth, and a lot of them. It honestly resembles something
Oh, fuck, it does open. Wait a minute.
straight out of a video game, almost like the Gulper from Fallout. What makes this clip especially eerie though is the way it moves. It doesn't just float lifelessly, instead it appears to drift with intention.
Okay, I didn't really catch all the detail of the movement. Okay, I think that's some sort of creature then. But I mean, why you just fell out of the boat though? Like, that's a little bit odd to me. Like, this seems like a setup.
Gliding across the surface in a way that makes it feel alive. Some viewers believe this could be an undiscovered species lurking in Thailand's rivers. The shape of the mouth and the strange texture along its body certainly don't help calm those fears. However, others suggest there may be a more grounded explanation. The swollen appearance and what look like exposed ribs could point toward a bloated animal carcass, possibly livestock, carried by the current.
What? You think that's a fucking animal? Like a animal of livestock? How?
Decomposition in water can cause bodies to swell and distort in unsettling ways, and subtle shifts in the current can sometimes create the illusion of purposeful movement. Still, even with that explanation in mind, there's something deeply unsettling about watching it glide across the river's surface. Whether it's a trick of nature or something far rarer, it's the
I don't know, dude. I kind of think it's like an RC boat. I'm still on that. I think it's like a they created it, you know, and sure, it can move and stuff. That's not crazy. So I think it's fake, obviously. Or it could just be an unknown species and we wouldn't know about it.
kind of sight that would stop anyone.
All right. That was pretty good, actually, for like a scary video. I'm not going to lie. Damn it, Sir Spooks, you son of a bitch. Every time, man. You piss me off in one video and the next one's like fire. It's just what he does.
This next video will be taking a look at dates all the way back to August of 2007 and was uploaded to a YouTube channel belonging to a man named Guy Terry, whose last upload was
Guy Terry. That's a man's name.
over a decade ago. The video shows three friends standing together in a room holding heart-shaped balloons while singing what sounds very much like the Happy Birthday song, only in German. They're smiling and clearly enjoying the moment, focused entirely on whoever they're celebrating, but those smiles don't last much longer.
Zum Geburtstag viel Glück, zum Geburtstag alles Gute, zum Geburtstag viel Glück. Alles Liebe zum Geburtstag, Mama.
At around the 20-second mark, a white figure can be seen reflected in the mirror behind them. It appears suddenly, standing out against the darker background of the room. And then, almost immediately, after it becomes noticeable, the mirror falls to the ground with no clear warning. It's the timing that makes this clip so unsettling.
I mean, yeah, it's weird. I mean, I don't know the context, so I don't know what could have been like passing by.
The pale shape shows up.
It's bad quality too. Like it could be anything. I can't see. There's like 2 pixels.
And seconds later, the mirror crashes to the floor. To some viewers, it feels almost reactive, as if whatever appeared in the reflection didn't want to be seen. A more skeptical take, however, is that the entire moment could have been staged.
That's what I'm thinking.
The figure in the mirror may have been someone positioned carefully out of frame, or even a simple editing trick.
Bro, all of a sudden, dude, now he's given, that's what, I don't know if anybody saw that. I think the first video I watched from him, I was like, I like that he explains both sides of it. Because he was explaining, oh, maybe it's a demon from an ethereal dimension or some shit. Fine. But then he's like, oh, but it could just be like a string and they pulled it. And I like that. I like that he did both. And I guess these old videos he does both. Oh, this is new. This is 2 months ago.
And the mirror itself could
Okay, sorry, Sir Spoos, god damn it, you inconsistent, beautiful motherfucker.
have been loosened intentionally to fall at just the right time, creating a dramatic payoff. Still, whether it was an elaborate hoax or something far stranger, the sequence plays out in a way that's hard to ignore. It's quick, unexpected,
Yeah, but I mean, these people just seem like they're in a cult or something. I mean, why do they look so similar, all 3 of them? I don't know. That doesn't mean they have to be in a cult. I'm just... Whatever. Whatever.
Over on Reddit, a user known as Pokezilla King posted a video that appears to show something very unusual happening on the surface of the moon. The crater in question is Copernicus, a massive impact crater located in the eastern region of Oceanus Procellarum. Named after the astronomer Nicolaus Copernicus, it spans roughly 93 kilometers in diameter and is known for its bright ray system, formed during what's known as the Copernican epoch. Scientists believe it was created
Bro,
around
this is all foreign to me. I don't know anything about any of this. I mean, can I just see the video? Yeah, see, I don't know anything about any of that, though. Like, I don't know what they're doing over there, if they're doing anything over there. I don't know what that could be. I don't know moon shit, you know? So I'm just probably going to skip this one. I mean, yeah, like, I don't know. It could be anything. It could be totally normal. I have no idea. Wow. Okay, that was a dud. That's okay, though.
A woman named Gina Rigney posted to her Facebook profile in July of 2025, stating that the following footage was captured on the security camera system she has set up inside her salon.
Dude, what is this? Is this an Instagram reel or something? What is this?
The clip, recorded late at night, appears to show some unsettling activity that might make you think twice the next time you find yourself alone in a quiet salon after hours.
Bro, I don't know if this camera's doing anything for you here. You're just gonna see a blob walk in and steal everything and leave. Like, you're this is not security of any kind. What?
If you look closely, you can see what appears to be a blue candy dish slowly sliding across a table on its own at one point in the video. There's no one around it, and it doesn't look like anything physically touches it. The camera also seems to capture lights turning on and off in the background, adding to the uneasy atmosphere.
Okay, this is just it's stupid. It's so low quality. I can't even. You had to point that out to me. I can't even see that.
In her post, Gina explains that her mother passed away in 2014 and used to work in the back of the salon with her. She suggests that maybe her mom's spirit is still there from time to time, possibly responsible for small moments like this. For those who believe, the idea is strangely comforting, a mother and daughter still connected even beyond this life. Of course, there are more ordinary explanations to consider. The dish could have been nudged slightly earlier and continued sliding due to a subtle tilt in the table, vibrations from nearby traffic, or even air pressure changes from a ventilation system kicking on.
Bro, I mean, that I feel like that is a little bit ridiculous. I'm glad he's pointing that out at least, but I do think it could have been like cut, like not intentionally, but the camera's picking up certain frames and then it basically misses the frame where that moves, and then it teleports over a little bit. I'm that's what I'm seeing.
Still,
It's like a jump. It's like a frame jump.
knowing the personal connection behind the story gives the clip a different weight. Whether it's simple physics or something more meaningful, it's the kind of moment that lingers.
I don't know. I don't think that one's gonna like stay with me. It's not bad. It's a good. I guess it's like an attempt. I don't see it being like a very good one, but it doesn't mean it's not a good one.
Over on TikTok, a woman known as Casey Creates posted a video to her account in February of 2023 showing her pet dogs.
Not bad. We're finally going on accounts, and then it's a decently small. It's not huge, but you know, decently small account, and then it's not related to ghosts.
Seemingly refusing to go outside at night without a flashlight. Casey thought her dog was just being cute, which is why she decided to grab her phone and start recording. Little did she know she wouldn't just capture her pet's behavior, but something far more unsettling.
Huh, what is that?
I didn't see this eye glinting, but I heard it move.
Hello?
Did that say I didn't see the light blinking, but I heard it move?
Rocky, what? What is that?
Then I saw these eyes reflecting the light. My question is, if this one is a deer at this height, what is this one?
Bro, this is all over the place, bro. The arrow's not even goddamn near what we're supposed to be pointing at. I don't know what you're trying to direct me at because of that. I see two eyes on the left that we're not even talking about. I don't know, bro.
Why is it staring? The way this one turns its head to look at me, though.
Come on, Rocky, let's go inside. Come on, let's get out of here.
Not too far into the video, Casey's dog suddenly begins barking at something that isn't clearly visible yet, completely fixated on whatever's out there. Casey later described hearing something walking through the trees nearby.
Oh, or you're actually about to get like ambushed. Like that'd be just terrifying. And the reaction just doesn't make me think that you feel that.
Then, out of nowhere, multiple sets of eyes can be seen reflecting back from the tree line.
Oh, okay. So we're saying that's two different people's set of eyes.
In the distance. In Casey's own words, quote, "I couldn't initially see any reflective eyes, but the sounds grew louder. Suddenly, I spotted a pair of eyes gleaming in the flashlight's beam.
Yeah, dude, what is that, like night vision or something, you think?
My first thought was, if one pair of eyes belongs to a deer at that height, what might be lurking nearby? The deer was staring intently, and the way it turned its head to observe me was both fascinating and spine
Oh, so that's like a deer for sure. So that's what the eyes look like in this camera? Then that makes me think the other ones are deer. Why would it be different?
chilling." End quote. In the clip, it actually appears
It just could be a further away deer. What are we talking about? What? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
there are 3 separate pairs of glowing eyes, seemingly positioned at different heights among the trees, just standing there and watching. Some viewers were quick to suggest something far more sinister, pointing to the uneven heights and stillness as signs it wasn't just
Bro, we're not on flat ground. Why would they all be even? That would be more terrifying if they were all the exact same, like, distance and length or whatever. Like, that's normal.
wildlife, even drawing comparisons to legends like the Wendigo.
Oh my, okay, now we're just in fairy tale land. Jesus Christ. Okay. That one sucked. I'm gonna say that was deer. Like, that makes the most sense.
A TikTok user known as European Seju
Yo, what is this driving?
posted a video to their account in January of 2025.
Bro, nobody is staying in their fucking lane.
As European Seju posted a video to their account in January of 2025 showing
That would infuriate me. I'm sorry. That was totally irrelevant.
a bridge overlooking a road on what appears to be a completely normal day. Based on the visible Tagalog text and signage in the clip, the footage was very likely filmed somewhere in the Philippines. At first, nothing seems out of place. It's bright outside, cars are passing below, and a man can be seen walking along the bridge. But as you might
Okay.
expect, things don't stay normal for long.
Why are you singling this guy out?
From around the 3-second mark to the 14-second mark, a dark, semi-transparent figure appears to be following the man across the bridge. It's faint, almost blending into the background.
Yeah, almost like it could be the camera just struggling to like pick up on his movement in time frame wise.
Yet distinct enough to make out a human-like shape trailing just behind him. The figure seems to move in sync with the man's pace, keeping close distance as if deliberately shadowing him. What it could possibly want is anyone's
It could even be like an overcast situation though.
guess. Thankfully, the clip ends without any clear confrontation, and the man appears completely unaware that anything is behind him at all.
I don't know, that one was dumb. I think that's stupid. You could barely see anything.
Some viewers believe this could be a genuine shadow figure, one of those dark, unexplained entities often reported in paranormal encounters. The transparency and fluid movement make it feel less like a solid person and more like some
Dude, I hate that. Like maybe 2 people will think that that's like a shadow entity or something. Like yeah, you could say that about anything. Like there's some people who think that that's like Cthulhu's reincarnate following him on the bridge. Yeah, because 2 fucking dumb people said that was the case. Like that's not the most likely situation at all. Like that's not even I mean, we're just digging here. That's not a good video flat out, no matter what story you put behind it or whatever.
Reddit user tbab01 posted the following piece of home security camera footage to the Paranormal Encounters subreddit, where it
I just feel like we're doing like, is this how you would do this? Like, say you feel like you found something like that, right? And are you going to put a whole paragraph like this and then do the spacing and everything? Like, I don't know. Maybe everyone will post differently, but and to go to Reddit in a paranormal encounters thing.
quickly sparked a heated discussion about what exactly was captured. T-Bab explains his friend sent him this footage from an indoor security camera inside his house just a couple of days earlier. The friend says he doesn't remember waking up in the middle of the night, but noticed his camera system's noise detection had triggered an alert at around 1:30 a.m. His wife had apparently heard something as well, which led to them to check the footage.
Why is Buddy on the couch? What did he do?
The following morning. This is what they found.
What? No fucking way.
If you look carefully at this point in the video, you
make sure you look carefully because it's not super fucking obvious.
You can make out what appears to be a tall, shadowy humanoid figure standing or moving within the...
It looks like a dude in a morph suit. Like, that's just, it's so defined. It's so overly defined. That's just a person. And then some stupid sound you added after.
The house. The shape looks almost human, yet slightly off.
Bro, he's like full on grabbing the wall, dude. That's a whole ass person. Oh, you think how... I knew he wasn't sleeping on the couch. I knew he wasn't sleeping on the...
Dark, indistinct, and completely out of place in the quiet interior.
Alright, come on, man. I feel like that one's just like kind of insulting. Outro? Since when does he do an outro?
I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did...
Do we need that? I'm not sure. I feel like he just tries a different thing every other day. Like, every video is like structured a little bit differently. Like, and then half the time it says 11 and there's like 9 videos. And it's like, wait, so we didn't even... I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the enigma that is Sir Spooks. But we're getting there, one video at a time. This one was better, so we liked it. Next video. I thought we needed more Sir Spooks, so I was trying to give him a chance, but I think we're good on that. Alright, next video is going to be The Terrifying World of Obscure Horror Shorts by Nightmare Movies. Kind of a smaller channel of the horror ones that we've watched, but not the first time we've watched one of his videos.
One of my favorite nightly activities with my old roommate was staying up late on the weekend, sitting on our couch and watching some good old horror shorts. But I have a problem. Short horror in general has become a little stale to me. Sure, there are some fantastic ones out there, but I want something strange.
Yeah, dude, I feel like I watched like a good 10, 15 and they suck. Like you watch 3 good ones and then you've seen all of them. Like all the other ones are just the same rehashes. Like actual movies. They just make sequels of the same thing or take the exact same concept. It's so stupid. Like, and they did terrible, all of them. So I just stopped doing the horror short ones. But I was thinking to do more of like several in one video rather than just do short videos of that. But I don't know. Let me know if anyone would even be interested in that. But I have not had good luck with those.
And unsettling, something I've never seen before. I gotta be honest with all you. Now that I'm here, all by myself, I feel a little lonely, a little nostalgic. So I have an idea. It's Friday night. I want to go back in time. Not only to those cozy, creepy weekends, but back to when horror was a little stranger. And don't worry, there's a good variety to choose from, so we'll find something you like. So come on, have a seat next to Nightmare Movies, and let's get started. Back in 1979, a peculiar little short film would take home the Palme d'Or for Best Short Film at the Cannes International Film Festival.
God damn. Yeah, I feel like, dude, older stuff always, I feel like, especially creatively, was better before. I feel like everybody, intentionally or not, has just ended up copying everybody.
And you'll see why that was so strange pretty quickly. We open on a dimly lit street. Other than the sound accompanying the title, there's nothing to be heard. But slowly, something starts to fade in from the distance. It sounds rubbery, and it's getting louder and louder until we see something rounding the corner. A man. And that's when... Following the cries of something, the man discovers a disturbing scene. A man strangling a woman in a fountain. He quickly intervenes, saving the woman from her demise, but she's skeptical of him, flinching at his advances to help. So he tries a different approach. He offers her his coat, but this is when the man realizes what she really is. A half-woman, half-bird abomination, a harpy, and of course, he takes her home. As the film goes,
Bro, I actually should just let her get strangled, right? I don't know what harpies are supposed to do. Like, is that like mythology or some shit? I'm not sure exactly how you would categorize that.
the harpy becomes more comfortable in his home. He clothes her, feeds her, but there's one issue. She keeps eating all of his food, and he's hungry. It's literally all he can think about. So it's time for a little midnight snack. Only someone is there waiting for him.
You gonna cook the bird, though?
The man timidly and cautiously continues his adventure into the kitchen, but as soon as he opens the cabinet looking for something to eat, not to worry, there's more than one hidden cupboard in this house filled with food. The creature is hungry, always hungry, and the man knows that if this continues to go on, he will starve to death. But no matter how hard he tries to outrun it, it's no use. So this is where we are. The man and the harpy sat in front of each other, waiting. Soon enough, the man makes his way to his record player, turning on a little opera to quell.
Wait, he got ripped in half?
Always hungry. And the man knows that if this continues to go on, he will starve to death. But no matter how hard he tries to outrun it, it's no use. So this is where we are. The man and the harpy sat in front of each other, waiting.
Okay.
Soon enough, the man makes his way to his record player, turning on a little opera to quell the tension. Well, really, it's his last-ditch effort to escape. As the song finishes, the needle scratches and creates this rhythm, one the harpy finds quite appealing. Seeing as the harpy is finally distracted enough, the man takes the
Ew, how do they do that? And why did you have to blur it? What the hell did this look like?
He finds quite appealing. Seeing as the harpy is finally distracted enough, the man takes the opportunity to escape. He makes his way back into town and discovers one lone food vendor, still open and ready to serve. Successful at last in his mission to simply eat some food, the man sits and enjoys his meal. Well, until his old friend returns and snatches it away. Fed up, the man starts to strangle the beast, but just as he's about to, and so the vicious cycle continues. And that is Harpia, a Lynchian nightmare, being probably one of the best ways to describe it.
Hey, that's pretty good, man. I feel like conceptually that's good. You could like redo that currently in like modern, you know, what is that word? My cat distracted me. Interpretation. Oh my God. That took like literally minutes for me to figure that out.
I said, this bizarre film took home the Palme d'Or in 1979 and to this day is still discussed, not just for its strange story, but for its unnerving and stiff mixture of live action and stop motion animation. And it's definitely impressive, especially considering that this was the director's first attempt at doing something like this. And it was impressive enough that he would go on to teach this process to a number of different film schools. I'm not sure how any of this was put together in all honesty, but the strange animation style, the sets, the sounds, the colors, all work together beautifully to give us whatever this is exactly. A strange, comedic, and definitely terrifying little short. Though it predates me by decades, it reminds me a lot of those very early internet videos like I Feel Fantastic, at least in tone. And I wouldn't—
Yeah, dude, like I said, all the vintage like ones like that were good because they were like obscure. It's like not obscure to do like horror stuff anymore or like I guess like stage videos and stuff anymore. So the minimal effort people put in their minimal effort thinking it's not minimal. And it's just like, wow, this is a dud. Like just not cut out for it.
Be surprised if this was somehow an inspiration. But there's one final question to be asked. What is this film about? And in line with the description earlier of a Lynchian nightmare, I have to say it's entirely up to your interpretation.
I was going to say that. It's kind of whatever you see it to be. Like if you see his hunger being a certain thing or you see the bird being a certain person in someone's life or presence in someone's life.
A film about domination and oppression, as some might suggest? Or is it more tightly connected to the myth of the harpy, them being the hounds of Zeus sent to deliver divine punishment, tying into another theme I saw mentioned that no good deed goes unpunished? These are just a couple ideas, but I want to know, what do you think?
What is that supposed to mean? No good deed goes unpunished? Cynical adage. I don't know if that's the right way. Meaning that acts of kindness, charity, or helpful often backfire, resulting in negative consequences, resentment, or ingratitude rather than reward for the doer. How it's irony that despite good intentions, help can create issues. Well, I mean, yeah, but what? Why is that? That is very cynical. Which one? Which video was I on? Oh, okay. I don't know. That's weird.
A couple ideas, but I want to know, what do you think?
Dude, that was fantastic. I think that was probably the. I mean, that was pretty bad in terms of like time. Like it was very old, so the animation is like not very good and stuff. But I mean, it was good. Conceptually, it's a very good story, and that's really all you need.
Straightforward at first. It follows a young woman simply doing her dishes in the sink. But there's a sinister score underneath that would indicate something is definitely gonna go wrong. And boy, does it. There's a hair in the drain, presumably hers, so she tries to remove it. But the more she pulls on it, the more of something disgusting.
Ugh, yo, barehanded too? Nah, I'd be getting like we got like why did you should have latex gloves for like some emergency code red dishwashing situations. You know what I mean? Like you leave them in there too long and then it gets all like colorful. You know what I mean? Barehanded? Are you insane? Don't eat. What? Are we just raw dogging dishes like that? I feel like everyone should have gloves in the event you need them. You know, I mean, not all the time, but
Disgusting she uncovers. She pulls and pries at it, and something is definitely stuck in her drain. And it's definitely not just hair. Something large.
why you just keep yanking though? Like I just call somebody. There's something in there, and I'm not gonna pull it out.
Yes.
Yes, hello. Would you like to buy a mystery envelope?
No, wait, thanks.
Well, after that quick interruption, it's back to work. The woman pulls on this umbilical cord once again until something starts to poke through the splash guard. Something humanoid. With one final tug, she rips it out of the sink, and both her and this creature go flying backwards. They lock eyes, and the woman becomes frantic. And just as she's about to leave, something takes over her. Curiosity. She starts to examine the creature, poking at it with a stick, just like I would, before doing what I would do again and stuffing it in a plastic bag and dumping it in the garbage. Problem solved. But that's not the end. It's only
I don't know. I think I would just leave the house and like call the cops or something. I don't know. Like there's a creature here. You know what I mean? I don't know. I you would just go at it with a stick? That's insane. What are you like 12?
only going to get more strange as this woman's fascination grows. And speaking of growing, shortly after the woman digs this creature out of the trash, she drops it in the bathtub and fills it up with water. And once she does, a full-grown man covered in hair floats to the surface. So she does what any one of us would do in this situation, right? You too would lay him on the ground and start dry shaving every inch of his body. And I think that this is an appropriate time to mention that the appendage the woman was tugging on in the sink wasn't a stray hair or an umbilical cord. It was, and there's no modest way to put this, his penis. And yes, you do see it. And no, YouTube, I'm not showing it, I promise. But something important to note.
What is this? This is weird. This is obscure as fuck. Oh my god.
Is that just before this, the woman opens a closet to get the straight razor out, and we focus on this picture of her laughing with a man who we never see. And I say it's important because I think this is the reason why everything happens next. The woman lies in bed with him, yearning for any kind of reaction or intimacy from this man. But he just lays there, and so she just gives up.
You like grew him out of like a weird mass. Like what? You want him to get all up on you? Ew.
She throws him back into a trash bag, tossing him away like she should have done at first, and draws a bath. But just as she starts to relax,
You just chucked the whole body in a hefty bag? What?
it seems the man has come to life. He gasps for air in the bag, and she slices it open to save him. However, he springs at her, and in a desperate attempt at defending herself, the woman tries to finish what she started, fearing for her life.
Oh, defending herself? You put the guy in a bag. I mean, the thing in a bag.
But she's ultimately soothed when she discovers that he's not a threat. He takes the knife calmly out of her hand, and the two engage in some foreplay, shall we say. And just when you think, yeah, this movie will definitely go there, it has one more twist up its sleeve. There's this hair on the back of the man's neck. The woman pulls it. The man screams, and that is the kitchen sink. And while the story's not as open...
I mean, that one really that's a trip for your brain, though. That's fun. I mean, there's two different things you get out of these. I think that one just like psychologically just like fucks you up a little bit, you know? And that's fun. Sometimes that's fun. You need a little like psychological like, you know, whack.
Opaque as Harpia, I still find it just as unsettling. The imagery used in this film is genuinely gross at points, giving me visions of Tetsuo the Iron Man, which funnily enough was released in the same year, and of course flashes of Eraserhead. And I'm not the only one to catch this comparison.
Dude, I have not seen any of these. Are these like the good ones? Because I've been lacking on that.
It's not all that hidden that this film has a lot to do with maternity and intimacy, with the fetal antagonist emerging from a garbage disposal, a yonic image without a doubt. And the film does everything in its power to make these themes and images as disgusting as possible. From the actual fetus puppet to the full-grown werewolf of a man with his comically large cock that gets dry shaved.
Bro, I mean, bro, did we...
along with the rest of his body. This short feels gross. And the sound design isn't very soothing either. Let me just play some of it for you. It's very apparent that the director was kind of throwing everything in the kitchen sink at this short to make it as strange and bizarre as possible. I mean, listen
to the nice title drop. I love that.
To this quote directly from her. So it was kind of like a metaphor that kept changing. It was birth and garbage. It just kept changing through all the different stages of that creature's evolution and of her relationship with him. That's what I was having fun with. And I kept thinking about it as a strange Pygmalion kind of story. That was the main idea I had. It goes from a birth thing to a lover thing, so it totally changes. And the second half of that quote is also very interesting to mention. Pygmalion in Greek mythology was a sculptor who fell in love with a statue he had carved. One of his perfect woman.
Bro, I think I've heard of that.
Especially considering the ending of the short. But this story is a subversion on this original myth, because in that story, Aphrodite granted Pygmalion his wish for a...
Oh, that's why she shaved him, because she didn't want like there to be any hairs or like you know, non-perfection parts on him. And then she noticed the one hair and she plucked. I was gonna say, like, would you just pluck somebody's hair out like that? Like, you should point it out, you know, and then be like, hey, can I pluck it? But don't, you know, just do that. But it makes sense why she did, because she couldn't help it. He had to be like the perfect guy or whatever.
Bride who would be the living likeness of my ivory girl. After the wish was granted, he returned home and he kissed his statue on the lips, and he felt that they were warm. He kissed it again and found that the ivory had lost its hardness. Aphrodite gave him his bride. But in this short, you see that going in a darker direction. The woman realizing that this isn't what she wanted, and this is just me speculating on another Lynchian short, but my guess is that this woman's husband or boyfriend or whoever this man was in the picture had passed away, and this drove her to be obsessed with this creature, trying to fill that void and ultimately falling for it and then killing it. Overall, Kitchen Sink is a very strange but disturbing body horror that we got to experience together. But we still have one more to cover.
Dude, that's pretty good. I feel like either of those I would have been like happy to watch, you know? Like that's cool. It's something to think about, you know? Like the other ones are just like, oh, scary thing happened, twist. Oh, there we go. It's so formulaic and like boring. There's no creative like storytelling anymore.
So now would be a good time if you need a bathroom break. That was a weird one. Say, I drink a lot of Dr. Pepper, and this one reminded me I need to tinkle. You don't mind, do you? Okay, thanks. I'll be quick.
What is this? Is this like an ad? Bro, but he was so nice about asking. We have to let him go. Oh.
Thanks for waiting. Oh, and don't worry, I'll wash my hands. Well, we got one more.
Gross.
Are you ready? Our final film is less
I don't know why, but I like it. I don't know why.
Lynchian or body horror, and more aimed at those seeking something a little existential.
I first noticed it in spring last year. It must have been early April.
The Black Tower is not your typical horror short, and I don't want to treat it like it is. To put it simply, the short is about a man narrating his life as he discovers a black tower that seemingly is following him everywhere he goes. And it's an odd film, not just narratively, but in how mundane and otherworldly the world the director creates is. The tower itself is painted this unreflective black that almost looks like someone cut that shape out of the sky and exposed the void behind it. Throughout the 22 minutes, though the narrator goes through a variety of different emotions, he only ever speaks in a monotone way, which ends up adding to...
Dude, that would actually be terrifying. If you just couldn't get this image away, like no matter what you do, where you go, it like forms to the place around. Oh my God, you'd lose your mind, and you can't actually ever access that or anything. The curiosity would just kill you.
The film's otherworldly atmosphere. I can best describe the feeling the Black Tower gives me in two ways. Firstly, if you at all like to read, you've probably heard of a little book called House of Leaves. It gained popularity a couple years ago for its complex plot structure and, let's say, unique brand of writing and horror, and one of the stories follows the Navidsons, a family who has moved into a house that is 1/4 of an inch bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. It's a subtle horror that drills into the mind of Will Navidson, driving him mad, changing his life, and the house begins to reflect this change, creating new spaces that the
Oh, dude, that's sick.
father documents. Most notably in a section of his film titled The 5.5-Minute Hallway. This space that is seemingly ordinary begins to change into an incomprehensible horror. And while I can't fully say with confidence what happens throughout the...
Well, dude, what a next level book, bro. That's like, I've never heard of a book doing anything like that.
Rest of the book, because I'm personally still working through this behemoth of a narrative, what I can say is that while reading it, it gave me a genuine sense of dread in a way that no other piece of media has. One I know a lot of people have been searching for, especially in the medium of film. And I think this one captures that feeling better than anything else. And the second way I would best describe the Black Tower is for my younger audience. It's like a creepypasta or something from the SCP Foundation, but it predates those trends by decades. It feels like one of those unsettling internet stories you would read about. And the thought...
Yeah, dude, it's a cool concept. Like it's just like, I don't know. It's so not a big deal, but it's a big deal. Like I feel like it takes a certain person to come up with like good stuff like that. Kind of like, I don't know, maybe not everyone agrees, but like older episodes of like Twilight Zone, I feel like had really good stories like that where you were like, that's actually a good concept and you could change things and make it more relevant or whatever. But I mean, that is good storytelling. Horror, I feel like is really good storytelling.
A lot of it was just so outlandish but terrifying.
Like good horror, like he's talking about.
At the same time, a modern myth or a liminal horror to sound like a broken record. I'm being intentionally vague with this film because I think it's something more effectively experienced on your own, instead of having me go through it beat for beat and giving you my interpretation. The Black Tower is a strange existential horror that for all my House of Leaves or creepypasta fans should be your next watch. It's only 22 minutes like I mentioned, and it's one of the most creative and existential shorts I've seen.
Bro, I would love to watch all three of these, no lie.
Seen in a long time. Well, that was fun. Thanks for watching with me.
Dude, I like it. I can't wait to watch more of his videos. That was That was awesome. That was really fun. And then it was like it wasn't at all irritating like some of the Sir Spooks and then some of the Bizarre Bub ones. That one's been better, but that was fantastic. That was great. All right, next video.